I'm gonna show you a little video of my morning routine, which has really helped me overcome endometriosis pain. Because what I realised about probably about a year ago was I stopped doing such a vigorous yoga routine in the morning, and I found that I was getting really severe endometriosis pain again. So I think it's about strengthening these lower back muscles and all the muscles in this area with gentle stretching with the yoga, and doing a slightly more vigorous routine, not much more, but a bit faster and a bit more emphasis on these upper thigh muscles, lower back muscles. So I'll just show you the routine I do. So I'm 51, so I have to really try and energize myself when I first get up. I'm not as supple in the morning as I used to be. So first of all, I always make sure I have bananas and grapes as my sort of breakfast items that always keep me going while I'm doing my very long morning routine. And then, but first of all, I'll have a teaspoon of ashwagandha powder in a few drops of water, so it's a sort of slightly runny paste, and I neck that back. And then I have a banana and grapes lining my stomach, and then I have paracetamol plus, so it's paracetamol and caffeine. And then I'll have another banana, more grapes, and I'll put some arnica on my joints so that I'm feeling nice and energized and my joints are feeling more supple, no aches. And then I have a little distance healing routine. So my bed is in front of me here, and so I treat it like a desk. So once I've jumped out of bed, got up, done my energizing stuff, and then I make the bed. So it's all laid out neatly here, and I share my room with my elderly 20-year-old cat, so she may appear at some point. And I've got these steps here, and this is where I do, this mat is where I do my yoga. So I also vacuum it every day, and those are her steps, so I just quickly move them out of the way when I start my yoga. And then I do my distance healing in front of the bed. Well, it's like a table now, so it's the colours of the rainbow, and I just meditate with them in my head and send them out in a really positive way, and that takes a few minutes. And then normally I've got crystals laid out as well, whatever appeals to me on the day, on the bed here. So here today I've got chrysocolla, I've got 7 tumblestones chrysocolla. It has copper in it, which gives it that lovely greeny blue colour, and it's very tactile. It's one of the best, in my opinions, it's one of the best goddess stones. So for us ladies, it's brilliant for hot flushes. It helps the hips, put it directly on the skin for the hip, and it helps our voice as well. So it gently enables us to voice our truth in a gently assertive way, but without being too losing it, getting too confrontational. Lovely stone. And I also have one of my absolute favourite stones. This is an aragonite heart, or aragonite heart. It's beautiful, so it helps bring calm and peace to any situation. And snowflake obsidian. That's snowflake obsidian. Melanite. Gorgeous piece of melanite. And an amethyst palm stone. So these four I always have together. So this is Miracles on Earth. Amethyst, joy. Snowflake obsidian, peace. And melanite, so it's a really hard form of deep black garnet. Melanite is the magic of love, manifestation with love. So beautiful combination, those four. And my favourite wand, it's a chakra rainbow wand. So you have amethyst at the top point, and then amazing red jade, red jasper, carnelian, yellow fluorite, green moss agate, sodalite, labradorite and amethyst. Getting all the properties of the rainbow there. All the different benefits of each of the colours and each of the crystals together. And it's the order that's really important. That is the correct order of the colours of the rainbow and the chakras. So, having done my distance healing, I will move the boxes. So I'll just keep this one under there. She's by the radiator, trots, so she's fine. And I can always lift her onto the bed if she wants to. And then I have mirrors in front of me here. They're not really for, well, they're not for vanity, but it's to, because what I'm aiming to do is to get that sense of zen, no matter what's going on in my life, in the wider world, on any day, getting that sense of zen, at peace with yourself, just feeling calm and smiling, that inner smile. And so when you can genuinely see it, if you've got a mirror, you can just look, a balanced, nice balanced smile, trying not to smirk, and then looking at the smile in your eyes, the shine, the light reflecting, and not getting too preoccupied with actually, you know, the problems that, that you might see there on your face, or just feeling at peace with yourself, at zen. How a loved one looking at you might feel when they see you. So not thinking about, oh, my face is too shiny, the light's too bright, etc, etc. Looking for that peaceful balance. And then I will start my yoga. So I normally do 3 moves, and I try to do them as fast as possible, and I try to do them before 8 AM. So it's essentially the salutations, salutation A in how most people are taught yoga this way. So it's greeting the sun, sun salutation A, and I've got probably a 6 foot by 3 foot mat. It's not a huge area, but the mirrors are important for me. I've actually got 3 here. So for me, it's feeling about the whole, thinking about the sacred number 3. So the Mother, the Daughter, and the Holy Spirit of St. Anne for me. So we only have one shrine to St. Anne in this country, in the UK, and it's where I grew up, in Buxton, and we have St. Anne's Crescent there, and that's St. Anne's Well, that shrine. So I think it was Mary Queen of Scots who spent quite a lot of time there. Well, I think she was allowed to go there by Henry VIII. So they've still got plaques and the Old Hall Hotel, which overlooks St. Anne's Spring. And the reason St. Anne is so significant for Christian faith is because she was the grandmother of Jesus Christ, so the Virgin Mary's mother, and she taught the Virgin Mary to read. So it's that educational aspect, which makes it her so significant, as well as being Jesus Christ's grandmother. So for me, it's that, the number 3 again, because you've got Jesus Christ, his mother, and grandmother, St. Anne. So yeah, so I stand, I'm thinking of, and I say, in the name of the Mother, the Daughter, and the Holy Spirit of St. Anne, and the Holy Spirit of the Divine Feminine, and peace. Peace, universal peace. And I have purple there for peace. Peace. Touching my toes. Universal peace. Looking up. Essence of equanimity. Blue. Universal essence of equanimity. Abundance. Universal abundance. Creation. Universal creation. Carnelian. Eternal flame of ruby red. Fallen of black magic of Marmite. Under the rainbow. Lovely white selenite. And I have the 3 mirrors here in front of me. Me, myself, Anna Catherine Tatton, manifesting miracles. That's it.